You know the feeling. The mail on the kitchen counter has been piling up for 3 weeks. The laundry is clean but trapped in a basket, while you sit on the couch paralyzed, fully aware of the mess but unable to muster the energy to fix it. Then your phone buzzes. It's a text from a friend. "Hey, in the neighborhood, dropping by in 10 minutes. The lethargy vanishes instantly. You are suddenly moving at warp speed, shoving papers into drawers, wiping down counters, and vacuuming the rug with laser-like focus. Why does the exact same physical space generate zero motivation when you are alone, yet trigger extreme, highly efficient urgency the moment someone else is coming over? This surge of energy is an evolutionary system override, a hardwired mechanism designed to prioritize social survival over domestic convenience. Psychologists call this phenomenon social facilitation, the theory that the presence of others improves human performance on simple or well-learned tasks. Norman Triplett identified this in 1898. Track cyclists recorded significantly faster times when racing against others compared to cycling alone. Later research showed that even a passive audience could increase physical output. Individuals could lift heavier weights simply because they were being observed. This diagram shows the Yerkes-Dodson Law in action. For easy tasks like cleaning, the presence of others boosts our drive. But for complex or unfamiliar tasks, being watched can actually cause our performance to drop. For routine chores, the brain uses the expectation of being observed as a biological switch, triggering physical reserves that we simply cannot access when we are alone. The moment that "I'm on my way" text arrives, your brain abandons its focus on personal comfort and immediately shifts into reputation mode. This fMRI scan shows the dorsal medial prefrontal cortex lighting up, your internal PR manager anticipating judgment. The mess triggers a social threat, activating fear centers to prevent shame. To counter this, the ventral striatum engages like an ATM, promising social approval for restoring order. This tension between the threat of judgment and the promise of reward triggers a coordinated chemical release. Adrenaline creates a physical sense of urgency, while dopamine provides the goal-oriented focus needed to clean. A 10-minute panic clean is a neurobiological heist. The social pressure allows you to bypass the executive function bottlenecks that usually keep you stuck on the couch. We struggle to access this energy when alone because domestic clutter acts as constant visual noise. It taxes the brain's working memory, forcing it to spend resources just to ignore the mess. Suppressing these competing visual stimuli carries a metabolic price. It leads to higher activity in the anterior cingulate cortex, resulting in the mental fatigue you feel just by looking at a pile of laundry. Disorganized spaces create a landscape of micro-decisions. Every abandoned object forces a choice. Do I move it, fix it, or keep it? This resulting decision fatigue saps the energy required to actually start the job. As the mess persists, your body releases cortisol. This stress hormone directly impairs the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for planning and initiation, locking you into a cycle of paralysis. The private self is not lazy. It is simply exhausted by the cognitive load that the public self's adrenaline eventually sweeps away. The panic clean is a successful biological adaptation, not a failure of character. If you've ever cleaned your entire house in the time it takes an Uber to arrive, hit the subscribe button and tell us your most impressive cleaning achievement in the comments below. Humans are wired to prioritize group standing. Signaling competence and reliability was once a matter of life and death, as social exclusion was an evolutionary dead end. While your work self and private self might look different, both are legitimate parts of a flexible identity that wisely adapts to different social stakes. Engaging in behavioral activation, the actual physical work, clears the visual noise and lowers cortisol, restoring a sense of agency and improving your mood.